Hi everyone, good morning. I'm CBS 46 meteorologist Fred Campagana. Rodney Harris is here joining me as well as we keep an eye on this rain. Some heavy downpours and thunderstorms now closing in on the Atlanta metro area. Everything is right on schedule as far as what we were projecting for today. The steadier rain getting into Atlanta right around 8 in the morning. Some lightning strikes, probably nothing severe though coming through with this first line during the morning hours. It will move out by late this morning. A second round of storms though is possible for us during the afternoon. Those will be more isolated, but anything that develops could become severe with supercell storms possible in a part of our area. All of our area, really, as we hit the mid to late afternoon and evening. Right now, some of the heaviest rain is showing up just off to our west here as you get up into Cherokee County, DeBartow County, Paulding County, Haralson County right now, Cobb County as well, seeing some good downpours, pretty much up 75 into the northwestern part of the Atlanta metro area. That line of heavier rain is getting inside the perimeter right now. There are a few lightning strikes showing up, and those will continue to work their way off to the east. But again, there's nothing severe showing up over eastern Alabama. The severe weather is in South Alabama, and we're watching for a second line to develop during the mid to late afternoon and early evening hours, and that's when our severe weather threat increases. Rodney Harris is with me. He's, of course, been joining us all morning talking more about this severe weather threat for this afternoon. Rodney, what do you have in terms of the available energy that we're looking at coming our way later on today?
Yeah, Fred, so we have our Futurecast that we normally show you, but we can switch Futurecast to show you a lot of different parameters other than just the clouds and the radar. So what I've done is I've switched Futurecast over to our storm energy. This is one of the metrics that we use to try to forecast severe weather. So Fred, you were showing the radar. The rain's moving in, but we notice it's not severe. And we do notice severe storms along the Gulf Coast. That's because, as you can see on this map of Futurecast, that's where all of our storm energy is, at least right now. Even throughout the course of the morning, as I put this into motion, notice how the storm energy doesn't necessarily move in quite yet. By 10 o'clock this morning, we'll continue. We got the rain moving in, but the storm energy is still well south and west of us. Now, once we get into the afternoon hours, then the storm energy starts to pick up. That green that you see is kind of the lower end storm energy. The yellow that you see is a little bit higher storm energy. And as we continue through the evening, that yellow starts to increase. You'll notice, though, that the yellow is obviously further south, and that's why, Fred and I have been watching this all morning. The risk for severe thunderstorms is further south today because it's matching up basically where the greatest storm energy will be. So we'll switch over to the actual severe weather outlook for today, and you'll notice that numerous severe thunderstorms are possible as you go basically south of I-20. That's in orange. Scattered severe thunderstorms are possible for the rest of North Georgia. So I wanted to kind of break this down for the cities in metro Atlanta. So if you are in the following cities, you are under the highest risk for severe thunderstorms today, a level 3 risk on a scale of 1 to 5. That includes Atlanta, Decatur, Douglasville, Jonesboro, and Conyers, and this is a level 2 risk that's further north. You could still see severe thunderstorms in this area as just a level 2 risk, so more of isolated or scattered storms versus numerous, and this includes those of you in Marietta, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Roswell, and Alpharetta. So that's a little bit of a breakdown of the cities and where you could see the highest risk, Fred. Yeah. I've actually just put a much longer list because you can only fit so many cities on the screen, but a much longer list. I just posted that to the CBS 46 app. So if you want to see if your city is in a specific risk area later on today, just check that out there.
Yeah, no, it's a great resource for a lot of people. Keep that CBS 46 streaming app handy during the day today in case we get any severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings that develop. So a couple of things to note here as we look at the current radar. Rodney was just talking about that storm energy. All of it now is down over the southern part of Alabama, far eastern Louisiana, and far southeastern Mississippi. And you can see a couple of red boxes in there indicating tornado warnings near Mobile this morning. So there are severe storms, but they're a long way away from us. As you go farther to the north, the air that's up here is relatively stable. That's why we just have some rain coming down with some lightning strikes, but no severe storms to contend with right now. In addition to the potential for those storms to be a little more numerous south of I-20, along and south of I-20 during the afternoon, they also have the potential to be a lot bigger, to be supercell thunderstorms that develop, or a lot more intense. So this is what we have for this morning. This rain kind of leaning through, coming on through in the next couple of hours. Locally, probably a half an inch to an inch of rain, probably not enough to cause any flash flooding, but we'll watch it. The ground is primed. It's pretty saturated after all the rain that we saw late in the weekend. By 11 this morning, this first line probably moving out of the Atlanta metro area, getting down near Griffin, east to Athens, and at noontime there could be, for the most part, a break in the action. But the air that's overhead will recover from this initial line of rain, which kind of taps a lot of the energy out of it. But there's enough time this afternoon for it to get reorganized, re-energized, and potentially see some of these isolated stronger to severe storms developing during the afternoon, and that severe storm threat continues for us through this evening. So it is a lock that we are going to see rain this morning with some lightning strikes. So some garden variety thunderstorms coming through this morning. However, this afternoon, it's not a lock that those supercell storms will develop, but if any storms get going, we are looking at the potential for some tornadoes, isolated tornadoes that could be EF2 or greater, and talking about high winds that could be up over 60, 70 miles per hour in any straight line winds. And with this system, there's actually a low to moderate threat of some 1 inch or greater hail, particularly as you get west of Atlanta. So we're in storm mode this morning. Rodney and I are going to be here all morning long. Jen and Ella and Molly will be here all afternoon long to keep you updated, keep you safe. Download the CBS 46 streaming app, and we'll continue to keep you updated both on air and online. Have yourself a great morning.